Do you like monsters?
Do you like Dungeons and Dragons?
Do you like monsters and dungeons and dragons?
Then do we have a show for you.
Kill Every Monster is a bi-weekly DM deep dive into every monster in the manual. The first part is a discussion about creature mechanics and lore, and the second half is a one-shot AP where the guest takes on the role of the monster.
Each episode of Kill Every Monster is a contained story, so you never have to worry about being caught up or listening out of order. Pick any monster you like and jump right in.
For a Dryad episode, Emily Booza talked about how these tree ladies are really just grown-up fairies.
Like that concept of there are fairies that are specifically assigned to a flower, like stuck in my head as a kid, and I really remember really loving those. And I feel like the Dryad can be kind of, again, it's a grown-up fairy. It's the grown-up version of that concept of just, you're too big for just a flower. You need a whole tree.
I like this accidental idea of almost the hermit crab dryad mentality of like, well, I was born, I had a dandelion, and then all the wisps flew away and I had to move. So I lived in a rose bush for a while, and then there was an apple tree growing nearby, and that was really nice.
I love that.
I want a children's book of that concept. I want a children's book of that concept now, please. Universe.
To find out more about the show and where you can listen, head on over to killeverymonster.com.
And we'll see you next time
for Kill Every Monster. My name is Aram. My pronouns are he, him, and welcome to Godsfall.
My name is Michael. My pronouns are he, him. I play Xion Praeten, the newly arisen god of force.
My name is Doug, and my pronouns are he and him, and I play Dorro Knott, the newly arisen god of travel.
My name is Joe. My pronouns are he, him, and I play Lord Haldir Loran, the newly arisen god of war.
My name is Kelly. My pronouns are she, her, and I play Rina Falaval, the arisen god of luck.
When we last left our band of godlings, Dorro, Xion, Para, Caitlin, Rina, and Lord Haldir Loran had made it to Wessel's northeastern shores and traveled inland to the city of Hoggsfeet. The annual Hoggsfest was well underway, and the streets were alive with merriment. After securing lodging, the party quickly separated. Rina made a beeline for the archery competition, while Dorro helped Ella win a hog run. Haldir, disgusted by the notion of enjoying oneself, went off to vent his frustrations in the ring and found a young boxer that was wielding the Gauntlets of Valhena. Shortly after, Queen Serena found him.
So, as royalty, myself, Haldir would potentially, he would have met Cyrena at some point.
Remember when she was like seven in a hedge
Okay.
maze?
Yeah, she's a child.
So can I roll to see if I recognize her? Is that
Put the two
Totally.
together.
happens?
Totally.
So 10 plus 5.
She's not hiding it. She's wearing the king's tabard, so yeah, she's not hiding it.
Okay, and I want to know specifically where's everybody standing here. So I don't quite remember exactly what the positioning was.
So imagine that there's an alley there. There's an alley that has a three-way meet. So three roads meet in the center. Okay.
Okay.
And you guys are kind of in this center area that's a little bit more open. It's at the back of a couple buildings that faces this area. And she's come off the rooftop of the tallest building and landed dead in the center.
Okay, and so we're pretty close to each other then.
I would say within 10 feet.
And the woman with the gauntlets is so the boxer is
Yeah, is she in between the two of you?
Yeah, that's what
She's
I want
like
to know.
back up flat against the wall. So you two are kind of like up against this wall, and she's in the middle.
And so Cyrena dropped down behind,
Exactly.
and so I'd have to turn around in order to see her.
Yes, correct.
So all right, and so lions are still there, right? Lions
Oh,
have
yeah.
this woman by her
They're kind of
arms,
swirling
right?
around you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So lions are there swirling around. Instead of turning my back on this boxer who's clearly way more potentially a god as far as I'm concerned, right? Like way more skilled than any regular human boxer should ever be.
That's fair.
I take her and I swing her around with me. And I guess at this point I would roll, which I
roll me
rolled
a
and
roll
I was
me
gonna
a
say, you have
strength.
to like grapple her
Yeah.
or whatever, because she's just like,
Yeah.
I don't think she's willingly gonna be like, yeah, drag me to right?
I'm not very strong. That's a 13 total.
Okay, so she's stronger than like it's a little hard to muscle her. Like you go a couple inches, but doesn't quite get all the way around.
Okay, so I try my best to move her, and she's not moving. So I turn anyway, still holding her. Turn back and see who it is, and it's the queen. All right, like so that's I knew Cyrena was in the city. Did I know this?
think
Was I
you
told
did.
that?
Yeah, I
You
think
must-
you were with us when we went to the
I think
inn.
you would have been
And
told.
she, because you were like, who are we going to meet? I think is what it was. And we were like,
Okay.
oh, we're going to go meet a friend.
Right. So I knew Cyrena was in the city. So it's like surprising, but not necessarily that surprising. I turn around and kind of softening the voice, not really bowing or giving too much deference necessarily. As I hold this woman, they say, Queen Cyrena, I think you'll find this to be a more even match than you suppose.
And she kind of like she stops for a second, looks at you, and walks up and looks at the woman. What is your name? And the woman gives a name, not a name. But the woman gives a name.
She's got important. She's got
Suzanne.
important goblins.
Ashley.
Paraset.
Paraset. Sure. What is your name? Paraset, my lady? Paraset. And you?
I am Lord Haldir Loran. I don't remember all my titles. Various titles that I have.
Various titles.
I am all these titles.
I
believe.
am the Lord of too many titles.
Yes. I am extremely important, as you can tell.
That's all it says on his business card. I am extremely important, as you can tell.
Look at my wolf pelts.
Yeah. And I believe I've been looking for you.
Why did you get those? They were just here one day, my lady. And you knew they were from the queen. And she looks down for a second. She looks back up and she's like, there's not much opportunities here, my lady. And I understand. How about this? And she reaches into her pocket and she pulls out just a flat out diamond. It is it's about, let's say, a good quarter sized, right? Flawless. Yeah, exactly. Flawless, beautiful. Holds up.
D20.
Yeah, exactly. About the size of a D20. Everyone should know what that is. Holds it up to a light for a moment, brings it back. What'd this do? And the woman's eyes go wide. She's like, oh, it's there. Just here you are. Now, if you don't mind. And she kind of puts her hands up. And as soon as she puts her hands up, and as soon as the queen puts her hand out, they just kind of like slide off her, flip over, and it just kind of like fall onto the queen's hands and fit her perfectly. She closes her fingers, opens them up, closes them again, opens them up, and she nods. You should probably go. And the woman's like, yeah, of course, my lady. And she runs off.
Assuming you ungrapple her.
Right, assuming you let her go.
I'm not done with you yet.
Right, do you let her go?
I
Sorry.
still need someone to kill.
I give her a little push as she goes.
Right.
Like, you should probably go. And so it's like, this is not a request from your queen. And so it's more of a throw by the shoulder, not
Yeah.
quite that
Be
she
gone.
falls. Yeah, yes.
Right.
Get out. Get the
Right.
fuck out of here.
Right. And now your lions are still slinking around you and moving around. And she looks back and forth them and looks back at you. And she's like, still up for a fight.
Was that a challenge or an invitation?
And she kind of walks up to you. A little bit of both. And she places one hand on your chest and the tabard flares with energy. And you're fully healed.
Does the queen want me to fight her? Is that something that
kinda, like,
she
walks-
wants to do? You know,
She kind of like walks around to the opposite edge, and she stands there and like bends back, cracks her shoulders. She looks like she's ready for a fight. Yeah,
She said, I'm going to try out these new gauntlets.
that's exactly what she's thinking.
And you are the perfect subject.
That is 100% what she's thinking.
All right. So she's stretching, and so I look at her and using the various pact magics I have, I summon, I guess brass knuckles or whatever the equivalent is.
Yeah.
For a boxing match, so I don't accidentally kill the queen, because I don't think I've decided to do that yet.
Keyword in that sentence. Yeah.
If I do it, I want to make sure it's absolutely on purpose.
Yeah, that's right.
Patricide,
Yeah,
very
that's right.
carefully planned out.
Yeah,
That's
no,
amazing.
That's right.
All right, excellent.
So pull it up.
Okay.
And so I'm gonna wait until she makes the first move.
Okay, what are you doing with the lions? Are the lions still part of this, or what are you doing?
No, I'll say. So the lions come sit like next to me and,
Sure.
and behind me, just
Yeah.
to kind of watch.
Yeah.
But I'm not, dismissing them at this point.
The referees.
That's right. Yeah.
Right.
So if things get a little dicey, like maybe
More
they
like
did in the
extra
past,
lives.
then maybe things are gonna get, maybe things will be better.
All right, so as you're setting up, a exhausted Joshua comes running into the alley, who was unable to keep up with the queen when she's bounding from rooftop to rooftop, but runs in, is like, and she's sword out, right? My lady, and she's like, it's all right, it's just take a breath. Make sure no one comes down this alley. Joshua puts her sword back, looks at you like she just wants to tear your head off, and nods, and then turns back towards the alley. Hold there for a moment. Doug. Well, not Doug. Yeah, Doug, what are you doing in Hoggsfeet?
I'm sitting in Michael's cool place with my friends, hanging out, playing D&D.
Well, yay.
Wow, what wholesome content.
Roll for fun.
Roll for wholesome.
I got a 1.
Womp womp.
Where are the owlbear cubs?
Very good question. They are with Steven. Not Steven. They are with Torrvic.
And he's back at the dock sleeping drunk, or is
No,
that,
he
that
went
was
back to
another
the
time,
Spear of
right?
Jarden.
Oh, yeah, he left us that note. He was like, I got to go
He
spend
went
the
How
back
did
home.
they couldn't be with him because he was a bird or something? How could he carry an owlbear?
He can do things now with animals. Basically cause them to
Whoa,
transform.
should we be talking about this? I know lots of people
What's
in
the
Virginia
MPAA
that do
rating on
things with
this
animals.
He could basically get them to fly. Let's put it that way. Yeah.
See, now if only
Is that-
he just grasped
Is
him by
that
the husk.
still a metaphor, or
It's like the Red Bull gives you wings, but like with
Right.
power-wise.
But like with owlbears.
Yeah, just you now
I mean-
fly.
Dorro started this. He tried.
Right, exactly.
But it didn't work out so well the first time.
You weren't there for that, Joe, but like there was this one time where they were facing off against owlbears, and at some point
no owlbear? There was
there
one.
was an owlbear.
The mom.
Yeah.
There was an
The mom.
owlbear.
It
Yeah.
was a mother owlbear, and she was mad. And so to deal with it, thinking they were just temporarily getting rid of it, Dorro teleported the
Just
owlbear
teleported up.
1,000 feet up, and of course it. Right? And they were like,
And then we heard like, ow!
Bear. Like what?
I think the emphasis on bear in that situation, not owl. Yeah.
And then they found the 2 babies, and that's how they got the owlbear babies. And those owlbear babies are currently at the Spear of Jarden with Torrvic and his kids and Bettigrid, assuming. So in this large industrial pig town, right? Industrial for the time.
Okay.
It's industry, you know what I mean?
Pig
Yeah.
industry.
Pig industry.
It's got a lot of business. Okay.
It's like remember from what was that movie? Who runs Bartertown
Right. Right, that kind of thing.
with all the pigs?
What would Dorro be doing during a festival after he was in a race and in a contest, and there's pig stuff all over the place, like pig soup and pig ears to chew on, and
I mean, I'm sure Dora likes it, but
yeah,
So I was like, he seems like the type that's like fair food is his.
sure.
100%. I think
Yeah.
Dorro lives on fair food.
Greasy,
That's
nasty,
basically it.
burnt shit. Yeah.
All Dorro eats are funnel cakes and basically pig ears.
Yeah. And drinks honey. So it's like after the pig race, and we're just kind of walking around right now,
Correct.
looking around. Do I have any other events that I was trying to go into? I know I should probably know that, but I don't remember anything. So,
I mean, those were the major ones for the day.
did I say? We were gonna meet up after we did our stuff, or did anyone say that?
I don't think you all made any plans whatsoever to do
we
that.
just went
no.
off to go do our own
just
thing.
kind of went off to do
I
your
think
own
we all
thing.
said the inn, like to meet back at the inn. I think if anything
That's
else,
probably
I think
gonna
that's
make
what.
yeah.
Do
like
we-
because we were all kind
I
of
mean,
were
we
like,
had a home base. Like,
yeah, we had a home base because it was Cyrena
did.
had gotten a
Right.
room.
Yeah.
And she was like,
we already
can-
stayed in an inn.
Yeah,
You guys
yeah,
got
like,
a room,
We got
yeah.
a room because Irina had a room, and she was like, "Oh, you guys can stay with me because I already got it." Because I think we talked to the innkeeper at some point. Or she did.
Wait, no. She definitely got you different rooms.
Yeah.
Like she has her room,
Right.
and then you all are yours.
Whatever,
Yeah.
I'm
Whatever.
going in
I just
her
need a
room.
place to, sit in trance, but it's
I'm
fine.
gonna sleep under her bed.
Wow. Wow.
Taco.
Where do my shoes keep going? Okay, hey, how about the main quest? What were we doing last on that? We came here to get the gauntlets at Hoggsfeet?
The gauntlets were one of the things you're looking for. They're not in Hoggsfeet, but they're near Hoggsfeet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we have any other... Isn't there a map?
There
I
was
felt
a
like
map.
there was a map, and it showed where the artifacts were
It
and
did.
people.
Correct.
Or something.
Yes, there is a map called Points of Light.
Okay, who is in Hoggsfeet that I know?
As well, everyone you know.
Me and Caitlin,
right? The Queen,
Cyrena and Jazz Omelet,
right? Also, their whole crew offshore, and then this dude,
the red
who you
shirts,
just met,
and
Lord Haldir Loran.
the scary elf.
Yes, exactly.
So
I agree.
Xion and Para are on a different boat, but they're coming
No,
here,
no,
no,
or they're already
everyone's-
here.
They're in the
Everyone's already
town
there.
talking
They're in
to
the
Para's
town?
parents.
Yep.
Because Para is
Oh, they
like,
went to go
my
do family
brother's
shit.
dead. And
Yeah.
like, that's an awkward conversation to
Yeah,
have.
my brother's dead. We haven't talked about this. Oh, by the way, I'm still alive.
Yeah, I'm still alive. I didn't burn.
Well, sort of, because I'm a god now. Here's my boy.
Well, I'm definitely not going to go find them.
That's not a fun
I think we all
conversation.
kind of assumed that we weren't going to see them for a while. Like, we were
Right,
kind of
yeah.
like,
Torrvic
family
left.
shit, not
And
good.
Kelly was never. She's always been in like the heart of the city, right? She's
Other
the
Kelly.
sewer system.
Yes,
yeah, the
correct.
sewer system.
Correct.
No,
yeah.
I'll call her Rina.
Right.
Yeah,
Phryne has always been in the heart of the city.
Okay.
Once, ever since you two ended up there.
The sentient sewer. Got it.
Yes, the sentient sewer.
She like is the city now or something.
She
Yeah,
basically
she
is the city.
She is the city.
Yeah, that's
She's
true.
not like a body anymore.
Waste
She's a
waste
thing.
control. Got it.
Yeah, that's right. That's a really important job.
She flushes.
It is.
Pays well.
She
good
flushes the
benefits.
poop and pee
I mean,
away.
seriously, that's what the water is. Part of it is one giant sewer system,
Yeah.
so that's not
I know.
off. Yeah.
Yes.
Seems real helpful.
She is the sentient sewer system.
Yeah.
I'm gonna work
out of
this
it.
in.
Don't tell her that.
Bathe in it,
I'm gonna work this
shit
in.
in it.
Okay.
You're just gonna go there and piss in the water just to do it.
Yeah.
You.
Take that, Bryony.
Just like throwing shit in.
And that.
So what are you doing?
Sweet revenge.
Actually, bitter.
How would you know?
Dude, I'm telling you, it's been a dark year. I turned to Ella, and is she like waiting for instruction, or she's already like?
So she's basically gone back to her pig now is in the pig pens, and like there's the winners, right? So like in a nice private wooden pen with fresh hay.
Like 4-H.
and- Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
I grew up in Ohio.
Right, exactly.
4-H.
There you
Yeah,
go.
4-H.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fuck, that shit smells.
I can imagine.
God.
It's-
And her parents are here, right? I know Ella's parents are here,
Ella's
right?
dad is here.
The dad is here.
Yeah.
We saved.
And he was the sick
Correct.
one that we
Long
got the
time ago.
medicine for.
Yeah,
and he's
yeah. The
okay.
plot-
and he
the
thanked
plot
us
thing,
later.
you know?
I
Yeah.
remember that.
Plot device medicine, yes.
Yeah, plot device medicine.
Where is he? Is he here? Because she won.
Yeah,
Wouldn't
he's
be...
doing business. So like she is in Ella's head, we're here for fun and games, right? In her head, we're here for business. I mean, in the dad's head, we're here for business. Like he has a bunch of they had a couple wagons that he's unloading, selling things, buying some things to take back home. So he's doing work while she's having fun. Basically, it's like imagine if a Chuck E. Cheese, right, was also a wagon depot where you would dump off all your stuff.
No, I think this is more of like a Christmas sale, and she's there for the Christmas, and he's there for like the sale.
The sale.
Yeah,
Yes.
see, that's more of what it is.
Okay, that makes more
Yeah,
sense.
she's there
than
for
a-
the Christmas fun times where they're like giving out marshmallows and like
Yeah.
all that
Yeah.
stuff, and he's there
then
for like
he's here to make money.
yeah.
Except,
He's like, I'm selling what I need to sell and leave.
Yeah.
Except instead of marshmallows, it's bacon.
Yeah, it's just bacon.
Okay,
Straight bacon.
I'm ready. I go over to Ella and say, "Hey, Ella, I'm gonna go ahead and take off. If you need anything, let me know."
Oh, okay. Are you going to be around?
Teleport.
Well, that's all right. He'll be back. Rubbing a pig twice her size. Yeah.
She's like 7.
right. Yeah. Exactly.
And I just want to put enough distance between me and her to then try and start looking for her,
Say my name.
which is Rina. Sorry. Sorry. Rina and Cyrena and Jazz Omelet.
Okay. You're kind of short, and there's a lot of people around. I imagine you want to get upward.
Well, so we're probably going to the roof.
Okay, gotcha. So you
So
pop
in fact, the teleport might have been just to the roof.
just to the roof, right? Okay, so pop. It is a clear, beautiful day. The scent of pig is pretty strong, even up here, right? You're about 2.5 stories up, but it's still pretty pungent. But you get a pretty good look over all of the town. So go ahead and roll me a perception.
I'm also keeping an eye out for various funnel cake stands, anything involving something close to a corn dog.
Right.
And,
definitely happening.
And some type of drink, but not alcohol.
No.
Like a
No, something
festive,
fuzzy.
When they have like the
fizzy,
weird,
stupid
yeah, it was like the
berry
weird like
thing.
lemonade.
Yeah.
Oh, piggy punch?
Piggy punch. Piggy punch. Wow. I see all of it.
Yeah.
24.
Oh, wow. Okay, so you, from your vantage point, you see the following things. You see a display with Piggy Punch that doesn't have a line, unlike all the other ones that have had less. Off to the right, a mere teleport away, you see this perfect funnel cake stand, where not only do they make funnel cake, but they make them to look like pigs, and the nose are candy noses.
How did that even work?
I don't know, but it does work.
Just the
this
way they
person
put
has
it.
figured it out.
Like swirled around.
Yeah, they
and
swirl
then-
it.
Yeah,
So
and
Well,
then
like
there's
maybe
a
they,
tube,
yeah.
And then they make like the head
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah, and then
And they put it together with like
two
frosting.
ears,
You
I
know?
guess.
Yeah, and then I mean, it's not a 3D pig; it's like a pig face.
No, it's 3D.
Oh,
No, I'm
it's
just
a
kidding.
pig. Yeah.
It's still the ears and stuff. Damn.
The talent.
What the fuck?
The talent. Okay.
That's what this
so
brings out.
you see that, and then just beyond that, there's a crack of lightning for a moment, of energy that blasts upwards, and you hear a wham and see the queen leap off a roof and land in an alley.
That looks pressing.
He first sees the piggy punch stand, and then he sees the funnel cake stand, and then he sees the crack of lightning, and goes.
You
I would hope that you're gonna get the punch on your way. Like
you
that seems
look
you.
back and like punches are being poured,
Actually.
and you can see him emptying out. Like there's not
How
gonna be much left.
insane of a roll
Yeah.
would I have to pop
Right,
to pop
right,
to pop?
right, okay.
And then show up with like punch and a funnel cake.
Yeah, I would like you to roll your divinity.
Wow, I got a 1.
You rolled a
Don't
natural
you have
one.
like a thing as like a halfling where you can reroll once?
Yes, you can. You've never used it.
Oh, luck?
Because you forget, but you have
Yeah.
luck. You
yeah.
can
Because you're a
reroll
halfling,
once.
you can reroll once.
Yeah.
Okay, is that every time or is just once per round?
Every
Or?
single time.
Oh, really? I
And
never
you've
had
never
to roll
used it,
I
yeah.
don't think that's true.
I don't know. There's something where they can reroll once. I don't know if it's like a.
Isn't it like once per game?
I think it's more than that. But either way, it's at
Well,
least
we all
this
have
time.
a different opinion, but
Yeah.
we're all agreeing that I can do this, right?
Yes.
You can do it once. If you roll another one, that's when we'll have to start talking
Yeah.
about things.
That's a 20.
A natural 20?
That is a natural 20.
That's how it works.
Wow. Wow. Okay. All right, so I would like
Wait,
you
in
to...
one universe,
Right, exactly. In one universe, this is the downfall of everything. Just this one glass of piggy punch. But in this universe, I would like you to describe to me how Dorro makes these 3 teleports and shows up exactly where he wants to be with what he wants to pick up.
The first one you mentioned was the piggy punch stand, and you said there was no line and they were pouring it.
Yeah.
So I appear, right? I take the glass that's finished from the person's hands because I'm sure they're like, what the? Because I showed up in front of them. I grab the glass and I drop 3 gold coins. Bling, 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 right on the table. And say,
Wow.
thanks!
They got overpaid, but they love it.
a lot of gold.
Bro, I don't care.
And boom, you're
I
already
have
finished.
67 of these things. I'm just taking them from y'all. It's not even...
And he literally just stole a $250 gold bangle from Lord Haldir.
and I'm going to try and find that diamond.
You're just a bank. You're just a bank.
Yeah,
Here's a
exactly.
bank.
I'm just taking withdrawals from y'all. I'm going to stop over at Bank of America here in a minute.
You better not.
Okay, so drop the coins. Thank you. Teleport to the funnel cake stand just a short distance away. And we'll say right at that point, the guy's like, I did it. I made the perfect. And then I take that one and drop 3 more gold coins.
That poor man didn't even get to fully appreciate his art.
And I say, it's beautiful, thanks. And then teleport I want to like teleport to like where I'm kind of like hanging with both the items in my hand, so I can then teleport from a higher perspective to the alley where she went.
So you get a little higher, and you see the queen. And she's standing in the middle there, and you see her with a new pair of gauntlets on her hands as she's testing them. You see a woman running away, and then you see Lord Haldir Loran, like, calling his lions back to him, but kind of facing off against her.
In that case, one last thing, and then I'm done. I just want to teleport to a place where if they turned, they were like, what, the Dorro's here? Like sitting on a barrel or something, but out of the way, and like watching, drinking my punch and eating funnel cake and stuff, like enjoying a show.
Okay. So, Haldir, as you collect your lions and then turn around to pick them up, behind you on like a little kind of like built-in window boxes, and Dorro's just sitting there with funnel cakes and drinks and like everything piled up in his lap, just kind of looking down at you.
Not looking down, just enjoying the show.
Enjoying the show.
Enjoying the show.
So I'm feeling very interested about this fight that I'm going to have, so it's not going to distract me from that. But as I turn and look up, I see Dorro there, and just shake my head, just think to myself, these fucking kids. And then I turn back around, ready to square off.
Perfect. Do you say anything
No,
else?
I'm just going to watch the show. I'm done.
All right. How do you want to do this, Lord Haldir?
I want to wait for her to, because I don't want to misread anything. I know that my entire relationship, really with the crew that I'm with, depends on my relationship with the queen, and so I want to make sure that I haven't misread what the situation is, because it does seem odd that a queen would just want to like square up. I'm gonna wait. I'll take the same position, but if she comes at me, then at that point I'll respond.
She just kind of leans back and looks at you. I know you. I've seen you before. We met at that party in the hedge maze.
Did we? Did we do that?
Yeah, that's the first time
Yes,
I think
you guys did.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was 7. You were older, right? And you all met in a hedge maze, and you were kind of like, a little creepy, basically.
Okay, well that's how I remember her in the first place. Anyway,
Exactly.
That's the reason I know where she is. You have a good memory, my queen.
I usually remember the people who are important, but also you. And then she just kind of like
Yikes.
slams one hand into the next, and like lightning crackles along her palms. I have been looking for these. Shall we?
After you.
She lunges for you.
Okay. Do I react? How does this work?
She's going to try and hit your AC, which is a 26. So I imagine it will.
15.
Yeah. She cracks you just square in the chest. Harder than you've been hit, maybe ever. 12 points of damage as she knocks you against the wall, just almost flattens you against the back wall.
Cool. So I'm at 40. So I'm knocked back into the wall, I guess.
Yeah, like the air is kind of knocked from your lungs. Like she hits you really hard.
Okay. So
Bricks are broken behind.
so it's like an anime. Like,
Yeah. Right.
The force is like radiates from the back. Okay. So she wants to play.
Oh yeah.
Can I stand up and attack in 2 different actions? How does
She didn't
this?
knock you down. She just knocked you
Oh.
against the wall. Yeah.
You just kind of like,
Yeah.
ugh.
So if you don't want to fall, you didn't fall.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm where? How far back is it?
She's like,
Is it
so like,
in arm's reach or is it?
yeah, like 5 feet, not far.
Okay.
You guys are combat squares.
So
Yeah.
then
right next to each other.
Yeah.
So then I reach back and with my packed weapon summon a like a large wood staff and swing it like a baseball bat.
Take us away.
Okay.
This is where he's like, I don't know
And
how.
how do
How do I do
It has
that?
literally been the last time I played was a year ago when I played with you.
How do
And that
fight?
was probably the 4th time total I've played.
Right.
Or should I say the only time I've ever played is in the 6-month separation between recordings with us.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a 3?
Ooh.
Okay.
He gets to put
Plus,
his
what am
stuff
I
on it.
adding here?
Yeah.
It's going to be a 3 + 6, but 9.
So
Yeah.
not
Yeah,
happy
so
with
you
that.
just like, so you come off this wall, you summon this magical stick that's given to you by your pack lord. You hear the roar of that creature in the back of your mind as all of the energy is summoned into this wooden pole. You swing at her as hard as you can, and just boom. That gauntlet comes up. She catches it. Perhaps a larger weapon.
Okay, so I summon a Warhammer. Same thing with the baseball swing.
All right, roll to hit.
That's a natural 20.
That's gonna hit. Okay, that is gonna hit.
That's more like it.
From 3 to 20.
She taunted you just enough. So
Is that big enough?
yeah.
As you're bringing it around.
A Warhammer does die 8. The way that we do critical damage now is that 1 damage die is at maximum, so you already have an 8. Now roll a second die 8.
That's a 6.
+3, so +6. So 6. So 6 plus 6 plus 8. Sorry, 6 plus 6 plus 8. So 20 points of damage. So describe how this works. How you summon this hammer and nail her.
So she's taunting me.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, that's fine. She gives me the time, right? If she's not coming after me, I reach back as I'm at the back of a swing like a baseball player would. I summon it then, and I use my entire body, core and all, push myself, swing it around as much force as I can muster until I hit her with it.
At the last second, she realizes how quickly you've moved, and she gets her arms up and takes the hit with the gauntlet. So the warhammer just smashes into him, but it cracks her in the face and pushes her back, and she stumbles a good deal backwards, and she wipes a trail of blood off of her cheek. You hit her really hard. Okay. Still want to go?
Yeah, sure. So is that her move? Can I attack her again?
Well, no, she was just asking you.
Oh,
She's prepping.
Yeah. She kind of puts her hands together, and that lightning kind of dances in between the two gauntlets, and she pulls them apart. And as she does, the lightning follows her. So it's this line of crackling energy, and she looks at you. She flicks 2 fingers up, and bolts of lightning fire towards you. I need a reflex save, which isn't existing. I need a dexterity save. Thank you.
Does it count if you say it in the sentence while you're saying it?
I caught it.
That's 7 total.
Okay, unfortunately, these bolts catch you straight in the chest. 8, 10, 14, 20, 24 points of damage as you are shocked with a blast of electricity.
That hurt.
Just
Let's
a bit.
say Haldir's feeling the bloodied.
Okay, so you're shooting me with electricity, so I'm going to start using pointy objects.
There you go.
No more blunt. We're going.
If I remember correctly, the packed weapon gets 2. I get 2 moves with it.
You
right?
can absolutely
Per-
attack twice per round.
So she's shooting me. Again, the distance between the 2. Where are we?
Again, maybe 10 feet.
So I summon like a crossbow, and I shoot her with that.
Roll to hit with the crossbow first. +6.
10.
10 total?
Yeah.
Okay, that did not hit. So you fire the crossbow, her hand goes up just in time, and the bolt kind of shatters against the palm of the gauntlet. As she's lowering it,
I throw a knife over top with the other hand. Oh my god. That's a natural 1.
as she's lowering it, it's thrown.
Wait, what about that luck thing, that reroll?
That is a halfling trait, my friend. So you throw the second knife, and she just catches it, just out of midair, spins it over her fingers, and just like flicks with the energy, like it's all kind of like glued to her hand with electricity, and she just flicks it. That's a natural 20.
Jesus Christ.
So this is what I'm gonna say.
D&D with a ROM.
Yeah. This is what I'm going to say. It flies back at you. It sinks into your shoulder, pins you against a wall, energy crackling throughout it. You almost black out hanging there by your shoulder as she starts walking up towards you.
So I currently have 16 hit points.
Oh, you'd have to take some more damage, don't you? I'm sorry. You lose another 11. How are you doing now?
5.
I have 5 hit points.
Make a constitution save to see if you can stay conscious.
It's that wire, man. It's really messing you up when you hit the wire.
That's a 7 total.
Okay.
So I either roll a natural 20 or everything else has been under a fucking 6.
10 or it's
Below
20.
10.
Natural 20 or bupkis.
Yeah.
All right. So you're like just hanging on. Like there's blood dripping out of your arm. You're just hanging on for consciousness as she walks over and she leans down and she just grabs a handful of your hair and pulls your head back. It seems to me that my friends trust you. I'm not sure how I feel about that. You understand. But as long as they want you here, I want you here. And I want you to succeed. But do not confuse that with trust. Are you and I clear?
Clear.
Yanks the knife out of you, grabs you by the shoulder, forces you up against the wall, and she holds her hand over the wound while she heals you back to full health.
I agree.
Cool.
Dorro's cheering.
The smallest smile escapes the side of
My
her
face
lips.
is covered in piggy punch. Covered. I'm like, it's like chocolate.
Right, it's just rolling down your neck. Dorro, are the others well?
Ella's doing great.
I do not know who that is.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I could go find the others.
Why don't you two do that? I will meet you back in a few hours.
Yes, ma'am.
Understood?
Understood.
Thank you. And she nods and she waves to Joshua, who immediately starts walking up with her. Joshua fires you a look, like a dirty look, Lord Haldir. She does not trust you either.
Do I know who she is? Is she somebody
She's
that
the
I-
queen's like
So
bodyguard.
I would have met her at the 7-year-old thing. Well, how old is she?
Now,
You probably never met Joshua.
Yeah,
'Cause
because
she's
she was
a
like
human.
joined later.
Yeah.
and even if you did, she's a bodyguard, and you wouldn't. Right?
Yeah.
You wouldn't
Do what
be-
you do, God.
Right.
Die.
She would be literally just.
You want a medal for doing
Right.
your job?
It's like, did you notice the rug on the way in? You know what I mean? Like,
Right, sure.
Yikes. As Josra shoots that look, they say, "Bye, Jazz Omelet."
And she like looks back at you and she nods. She's like, "Bye, Dorro."
Wearing her down. New best friend.
All right, you two hold. Well, first of all, what are you two doing now? You guys are now left in alley. I imagine like it's kind of quiet for a moment as you guys are just staring at each other.
No. So she's like, you two go find the others. What does she do? She leaps to the fucking sky or
Well, no, she
something like
can't
Superman?
because she's
or...
with Joshua, so they just walk out of the alley.
Oh, I figured she would like grab Jazz Omelet, throw her into the sky, and
So
then
she
jump
didn't
up
tell
there
us
too.
where we were
Yeah.
meeting, when we were
The
meeting.
inn, probably. She just means the inn.
I feel like
Dude,
this
I
whole
have-
group
I-
is not very good with plans.
I've never
That's
had a
fair.
plan ever, and everything has always worked out. So don't worry. Okay, so we have to find the others. Who are the others? That's
He's a parent.
you and your
parents.
boyfriend. What happened to her?
I was at an archery tournament and I was doing really well,
With
and I did.
Automil.
Yeah, and then Armil showed up. And he was the other person I like.
Well, I don't.
Did a contest
That's gonna be last. So
Oh, okay, that's gonna be. I was like, you're like,
You don't
no.
know-
I
I mean,
don't-
you don't know where Rina is.
I can find her.
Yeah, exactly. Can't be hard.
This is technically a city.
I mean, the only place to do the archery would be a wide open area. So it's
Right,
got
but also it's technically a city, so he's the god of travel.
I have all these
right.
things.
You just touched
I'm
the
a
ground. I
thief.
forgot about
I get
that.
bonuses to being in a city.
Also, you can see all
this
the paths.
I'm Batman.
You can see all the paths. Remember that? You just touch the
Batman.
ground. It'll
Yeah,
show
I'm-
you where
yeah, yeah.
everyone's been.
Sure.
Yeah. Did you know he could do that? Haldir doesn't know he can do that.
You're about to find
Well,
out.
Haldir does. Yeah, Haldir didn't know. I didn't know.
Yeah. All right.
So I march up to Dark Elf Mean Pants,
McMeany pants.
Meanie Pants, and say, "Are you ready to go?"
There's no way I'm going with this person. Like he's covered in the shit. You know, Haldir's pissed because he just got the shit beat out of him. And he's looking down in this really foul mood already at this at this 1 hour back at the inn. Bring whoever you find, and then I walk away.
Can I pick his pocket as he leaves?
You can try.
25.
Okay. Haldir, I'd like you to roll perception.
Yeah, baby.
Natural 20.
Oh, okay. So as Haldir's walking away, you just and you slink right up, and you're just like, yeah. And your hand, and as soon as your hand goes into his pocket, whack, You just grab his hand.
I say,
Yeah.
oh, just kidding, and teleport away.
You're just like, I'm just keeping you sharp. Bye.
And then you grab his little hand that was clearly in your pocket, and then he vanishes away.
I keep walking. What else is there to do?
What a day you've had.
I'm gonna go. I guess I'm gonna go try and find the other party members to head back to the inn. By the time the hour's over.
Perfect. Let's actually jump to Kelly. I'm saving you on purpose, but let's jump to Kelly. So you had just finished your arrow contest.
Yep.
And you had been firing.
Yep.
And you had just met, and this Automil did his little reveal, his
Yeah.
little Robin Hood
Because
reveal.
he did slightly better than me.
Just slightly.
Slightly. I
Yeah.
had 2 great ones and a bad one. And he
Right.
had 3 good ones.
And he had 3. Yeah, he had 3 right down
That's
the
how you
middle.
do it,
That's just
man.
how it
That's how you
happens.
win.
Yeah.
It's not quite as well as I taught you. Basically.
Yeah, he did say something snarky to me when he was like, I taught you better or whatever. And I was like,
Oh, so you guys are having a kind of reunion.
I
in
feel
the
like
middle of this
though
field.
it's gonna be one of those things where it's like, so she goes in for like the hug, and she does
Yeah.
the hug, right?
Yeah.
And then instantly she's like, what if this isn't our meal? So then she like pushes back from the hug.
Yeah.
And then she's like, tell me something that means that it's you. Like how is it you? Like and things like that. So I think she'd probably go for like a question that he knows the answer to. So going way back
Yeah.
to when we like gave colors to the arrows for what they mean.
Yes.
His is purple. That
Yeah.
means like that's him.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be like, what's the color of the arrow?
Right, and then he would just like kind of lean behind him,
Yeah.
where he's got the arrows in a quiver and run a finger across the feathers, and they turn purple.
And then I go back to the hug. I go back in the hug. I'm like, okay.
It is good to see you.
It's good to see you too, but why are you here?
His face falls for a moment, and he seems a little distracted, and then he's just, come here, and he gestures over to like a little cafe, just a couple wooden chairs, and you sit, and he orders tea for both of you, and they pour 2 cups of tea, and they leave the little kettle, I suppose.
Kettle.
I have been looking for you, for all of you.
For all of me, as in the rest of my brigade, or
All of the young godling.
oh, have you met any?
Well, aside from you all, no, I have not, but it was you all in particular that I wished to find. How have things been?
Things have been hectic, I guess I should say. We've kind of been all over. I mean, I did send a letter to you. I don't know if you got it. It was a long time ago, and I do feel bad for not coming back, but I felt like I needed to be here.
He reaches into his pocket and pulls out a rolled up piece of paper that's clearly the
Right.
letter you sent him. And he nods and he places it back.
We've been kind of all over the place looking for a lot of different things. So I don't know. What are you? Is the Ironwood well? Is it?
And he pauses again. The Ironwood is fine. For now.
What is the for now?
There are things that are easier to be seen than said.
How would you show me?
And he reaches into his pocket and he pulls out a small little pouch of that blue metallic mud. And he takes a pinch of it. And he,
Yeah, me instantly like.
and he reaches across and just sprinkles a bit into your cup.
But I just like kind of look at it and then pick up the cup, kind of swirl it around, look at him, and then just take a swig.
Okay. You take a
Mud.
It's
You just put mud in your drink.
Yeah,
and you
it's-
drank it.
I'm from a
Gross,
forest.
man.
You know what's like probably happened? Like I've like fallen and just like eat
Could
dirt.
use some
probably
twigs.
You lean back, slam back this tea.
just take like a shot.
Okay, yeah. And then you come back and you put the cup down, and as you put the cup down, everything around you is burning.
I think probably Rina would just start to cry. Like I think that's probably like it just would be because it's like that's like her home. Like so.
The lakes are boiling like sulfur. Everything around you, all this green and forest-lined
Do I know
beauty.
where in the forest it is?
No, right now you are in where you are at Hoggsfeet.
Oh, okay.
Here is on fire. Here is burning. All of this is raging.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's just like my surroundings are burning, not like okay.
Yeah.
So I just kind of like Ariel's not there though. I just see like everything burning.
Audimel's sitting across from you.
Oh, okay.
So like as he's part of this vision, just calmly drinking tea while everything burns around you. Animals come bursting out of the woods, half on fire, or screaming, and
I look around and I say, "Is this the forest? What's happening?"
this will be the force, as he puts his cup down. This will be everything. This is how it will be. And then he gestures up to the sky. And in the sky is a man, just a small dot almost, with their arms out and hovering there as fire explodes out of them, bright enough to blot the sun.
And is it somebody I know?
I would like you to roll perception.
I mean, come on.
I
who are
mean,
we
come on,
playing at here? The other god of the sun.
9.
Super hard to look at,
Yeah.
but you think it's Para.
Is that who I think it is?
That is.
What is he doing there? Why is he like that?
Because he will destroy everything, as we have been told. As we were told before, but now again.
But why does the mud tell us?
Because it's still connected. There's still a bit of it that touched them during the ceremony, that mingled with their magic and with their divinities, and it allows us to see where they are and sometimes where they will be.
I feel like Rina would just probably like sit there. She's trying to just like figure it out because there's a lot to go through.
Sure, as like branches are crumbling around
she's
you.
just like
and,
sitting there. This is just one possible way that it could go. It doesn't have to be this way.
That is what I thought too. But Haggard does not believe there are any more options.
But can't. That's what we're out here to do. We're here to change it. That's why we're gathering all of these people. Haggard has to know that.
Haggard knows that's what you are trying to do. Yes, as do I. I'm not opposed. I believed in it too. But how much will you risk? How many lives will you put in the balance for your possibility? How many must we chance for this one boy?
I don't think that's personally something I can fully answer myself.
You're going to have to.
Thank you for joining us for Godsfall Episode 89, All Hail the Queen. For early access to new episodes, behind-the-scenes videos, print-ready original maps and art, and access to original stories and content, check out our Patreon at patreon.com/Vartian. We'll see you next time in the world of the Five Kingdoms.